Hey, good evening. Hey, good evening. Welcome to the Chris and Nina Real Estate Podcast. Nina is out of the country. She's on a private plane going to an island somewhere. So I'm holding it down with Robert, one of five boroughs' top agents. How you doing, Robert?
Good, Chris. Good to have
All
you,
right.
man.
All right, man. How many properties you list today? Let us know.
Nothing today, but we did a $4 million listing yesterday.
Okay.
Signed, which is pretty cool. Thank God.
Okay. Yeah, we always working over here. Always working. Nina ain't on an island. She's working on buying an island, right?
A
So
hundred
you know,
percent.
so that's how we roll. But anyway, yeah, so how's it been?
Good. Just trying to get as many listings this year as possible. Trying to focus on the commercial side of real estate. I guess the bigger transactions, like in Bushwick. I know we're dabbling in Williamsburg. We're
Yeah.
dabbling in like the hotter areas. Just trying to work with the same people on bigger dollar amount transactions.
So when you're not closing deals, when you're not listing houses, when you're not showing homes, what do you like to do?
Uh, I like movies, TV shows. I'm a big fan of Call of Duty.
Okay.
I love getting home sometimes, kicking off my shoes and just playing PlayStation.
Mm.
I think that's a great pastime.
You have a PS5?
I have a PS5, man. I love it.
Wow. Okay, my son would love to hang out with you.
We need to set it up. We
Yeah,
gotta
he's
do
a
it.
he's a gamer. I'm not a gamer. I lost that. I lost that when I hit fatherhood.
Oh, okay. I mean, still, I know a lot of people that play. It's very cool, even with your
Yeah,
son and stuff.
I know, and it's cool when you're on an open house and nobody's there. And you just bring
Yeah, too
bring
much money
bring
on the game.
bring something on the game to kill a little bit of time before the open houses really get started. Um, so yeah, what brings you like? So you were here much longer than me, right? So like, were you like Nina's first agent, or you like the
Uh,
original gangster here? Like, what is it?
I wasn't Nina's first agent. I mean, before even me, like Nina was killing it in the business. So like I heard a lot about her, like her reputation. Like she is like the short sale queen. Like she does a lot of foreclosures around Brooklyn. So I was brought in by a mutual friend. And like I didn't make money my first year in real estate. So that
Yeah,
was like a very big thing. Like I always tell
yeah,
everybody, like now I'm closing deals, but that's like because I came to Nina's company.
right.
And the second I came to Nina's company, like I started closing deals. I'm a very good listing agent. Like I could sign anybody up. I could
He he
confidently
he
say
he
that. Yeah.
definitely I back that 125%. Yeah. Yeah, you're very, 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 very good at that. Very. Um, was it something that changed when you came here, or were you always that good before you got here? Like, did something the light did the switch go on when you came to Fibro, or
No, like you're also very good. I like being around other good people. I think like if we
mm,
have like solid people like you, like Nina, like Rivka upstairs, like Ray, like Victor, like we have a solid team where
yeah,
everybody is chasing after a certain goal. Like we're a money hungry company. Like we're obsessed about closing deals. We It's not so much about the dollar sign as much as the feeling of closing a deal. Like every
right,
deal is like a puzzle.
right,
Putting it together is so much more satisfying than the dollar
dollar
sign,
itself.
but that also helps. It's
Yeah,
thank
it
God it's
does.
pretty good
It
checks
does.
along with the love of the game.
It does. When you go in foreign car shopping,
Yes.
Rolex shopping, it's a great feeling. But that's the pretty side. But for me, and I think for you too, also is when you are helping someone to transition from one house to another, or for them to relocate their family. 9 times out of 10, yes, the money is so good when you get it. But what's even better is when you help someone in need or help someone uh, with a difficult sale. There's no greater feeling, and we come together as a team, right? Like
$100%.
it's not like you come to Five Borough and it's like it's mine. Like you come, we come together, and we just like, hey, what can we do to get this sold? And everything winds up working out that way.
I agree with you.
Yeah, so that's. I remember when I met you, I wasn't even in Fireborough. I was just at when Nina had a Christmas dinner. No, was it Christmas or was it a holiday dinner?
The
That's what.
Williamsburg Hotel,
No, that wasn't. It was in Manhattan.
Mocha Red. Yes,
Yeah, in
yes.
Manhattan, and she came and man, that was a while. And it was like a whole other team of people at that time.
That was a vibe. That was when the restaurant first opened. She took us to a six spot in
Oh,
Midtown.
yeah,
Yeah,
it was in
we
Midtown. Yeah,
sat down with some investors, developers, a few hard money lenders, and I mean, we still do business with a lot of those people, and it's like good relationships and
yeah.
good food, and we have to go back there.
We
That
have
was a
to. We
six
have to.
spot.
She had the whole restaurant. Like it was just
Yeah.
everybody. It was like a. It was like going to like a real estate networking event. Because some people, like I wasn't. I was with a different real estate company at that time. But when she had that, but when she had that event, but I was looking to cross over, and I did the next year,
Okay.
last year.
Very
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, last year. Um, and it's funny working with Nina because I can never really be mad at her. She has like this gift that like when she does something and she just knows how to disarm your anger or whatever without even apologizing. But her actions are just so honest and just great that I just can't stay mad at her. Like I'm like, okay, oh well, I won't talk to you about that time. Let's just
She
move forward.
butters. She
She butters the
she's
bread
smooth.
really
She
good.
does a lot of deals, so sometimes it gets
Yes.
overwhelming. If you're like, there's a saying in real estate,
Yeah.
it's an easy job if you don't close deals. But in our company, me and
Yeah.
you, we're always closing deals, so
Deals.
it's the hardest
Hardest
job in
job.
the world. Like we take people's headaches on.
Listen, men, if you're out there and you're dating a woman and her car, if she has her gym clothes, if she has a bunch of papers, you're dating a broker. I have never met a broker, and mostly women, where their car is a locker and it's just full of not clothing though, but like just for sale signs, deal sheets, everything. Nina Carr is a one-stop shop because she does do a lot. But and that's why today's topic we're going to talk about time management because when you do a lot, how do you organize? How do you prepare for success so that you let everything in you live with everything in balance so that you could be successful because one mistake can cost you thousands of dollars. And a mistake could be a simple phone call. And Nina hit me today and said, make sure you let them know that people have to be on top of their phone calls. You have to check in. You have to, but we're gonna get to that on the second half. But yeah, so Nina, like, um, it's very interesting meeting. I met her as soon as she had the twins. Like
Okay.
literally,
Yeah.
she was in the hospital like the week before. Like she literally just gave birth. I said, "What are you doing here, woman?" Like she is nonstop busy, but it's her life passion to help people. And that situation was a foreclosure I met her on. So we really had to work together to help that woman relocate from that home, and that's how I met her.
With foreclosures, we were talking about it upstairs. You guys are like psychologists to these clients.
You have to be because um, if you think buying a home is difficult, imagine being forced out of your home. I had one woman that she lived in her home for 62 years. And the hardest part is figuring out what's next for her. Like the house she grew up, she took over and she lives in. And it's not in foreclosure because she couldn't afford it or she could that's a part of it. But then there's also like siblings on the home. So it just becomes so complicated to um get her out of that situation, but also resolve the situation because there's siblings that don't live in New York, and it's just like every foreclosure. There's some complications. It's never just about the mortgage.
Mhm.
It's other factors that play a part into why people are in foreclosure or why they're still in that home and they haven't moved. Your forte is commercial, right? Or what is it?
Residential and commercial. I like dealing with people in like good positions in life to where I like being an investment broker.
Mm-hmm.
And like you guys do very good in foreclosures. You guys make
Right.
a lot of money. Power to you.
Right.
I like being an investment broker, dealing with people who want to do 1031 exchanges,
Got
who
you.
have a couple of properties to where they know exactly what they want. They're telling me, I want 6 to 20 units in Bushwick. Find me this, find me only retail. I don't deal with multifamily. Like I have a doctor who
Mm.
only buys above Church Avenue, anything on Utica above Church Avenue, retail, send it to me, I'll buy it. Or the average like luxury home. I like dealing with customers that are repeat business to where it's just I like to learn from my clients. I'm young, so I
Yes.
feel like these
Yes.
people who have already made it in life and are big shots, like working with them, I'll do it for free to learn from them and just to speak with them. I really love it. I mean, my clients are teaching me everything I am today and everything I'm doing, and it's thank God to them trusting me. But I do deliver, but it's also I learn so much from them.
So what's the most exciting aspect of the business for you besides the money?
uh Getting going on the listing appointment and seeing if I can sign it and exactly how much I can sign them for.
Mm,
I love that. I love going on listing appointments and signing people up. That's like my thing, and I'm very very good at getting people to put pen to paper. And um closings, Nina's very very good at. Like
right.
Nina's very good at wrapping up closings. I
Tying
mean,
it
I'm
up.
still working on that, but she that you learn by doing deals. Like you're never going to learn like the little things by not doing deals. Like Nina's very good at so many little things that come up, and like honestly teamwork, dude. So I love just
Yeah.
bringing in the deals to the company, finding good deals, and then closings. Like I work with Nina. And
You know what else is awesome I love in this business? When you get a referral. Like when you do such a great job that your client calls you and refers you to somebody else and they come with you with something that you didn't even like you wake up and you don't even realize that you're about to be blessed. Like that's some days just be so awesome that way, right?
yeah.
Like we're just like listings fall from the sky. It's just it's amazing when you get those days. But in order to get those days, you have to go through the days when you don't have that. And that's why I said time management and how we work. Do you do anything else besides real estate or
I also am a commercial appraisal trainee. So, like, I'm still a trainee. I have to
oh
finish
wow.
school. Yeah. I kind of have to finish my bachelor's degree. That's like
Okay.
what's holding me back from becoming fully licensed. But
Okay.
yeah, I did a couple of appraisals. I did some in the Hamptons. I did 262 Ninth, which is the Deermar in Park
Okay.
Slope,
Okay.
but only as a trainee. And it's very cool, very fun, and I definitely want to continue both aspects of the business.
Got you. Got you. Yeah, I work for the banks. I do evaluations for them. Not quite a full appraisal, but evaluations and stuff. But yes, I could tell you some crazy stories. Like today, some of the evaluations I don't have to go in a home, right?
Okay.
And what people don't realize is when you have a mortgage, you think that you're paying the bank, but the bank is really the middleman to the actual investor to whom you're paying the mortgage to. And sometimes what they do is they could have 25, 10, or 15 different homes in the area, and it's part of their portfolio. So they will hire me to evaluate their portfolio, but they won't tell me that I'm evaluating the portfolio. So I could be doing these evaluations and I don't know why. So I don't speak to the homeowners when they see me because I don't know what to tell them. And so many times, and this happened now, it hasn't happened since COVID. Homeowners see me snapping pictures of their home and they start chasing me. The woman's
Yeah,
yelling,
I
"What are
feel you
you
on that.
doing? Why are you taking pictures?" And I'm like, "Okay, I'm out of here." I go to leave. She hopped in her BMW and she started following me. And then at the light, she's knocking on my window. Boom, 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 boom. What you doing? Take a picture. And then I drive. And then she followed me for 20 minutes. And then after the 20 minutes, she finally just said, okay, I'll go back. I think she took a picture of me. I don't know. I'm just like, it's nothing I could tell you. This, that, but people get so sensitive. And then I thought maybe, oh, maybe she's not paying a mortgage. Maybe she's embarrassed or something. And I looked up the home because I do the research after, not before. And she's not in foreclosure. She's not. So I had to be doing a portfolio evaluation, and I'm not really to speak or say. They part of the contract when they hire me is to not communicate with the homeowner. So I can't cross lines and say, "Hey, look, you're in foreclosure, and I'm doing this." If I know that, I don't know, I can't, and I can't tell them like, "Oh," because also, when you own a home, and I think Nina, we spoke about this previously. Your investor can sell your mortgage to another investor, and you could switch banks. The whole it encompasses everything, and part of that analysis is the work that I do, where they pinpoint how much and what's the value for these notes that they hold. And so that's what happened. But it's so interesting. Like, this woman in a white BMW, and then she kept getting out the car, knocking on my window. She did twice. I'm like, you don't get the hint. I'm not talking to you, lady. Not at all. It happened to me in Far Rockaway. This was Canarsie. The worst time though was somebody got out their house and started throwing chairs at me.
No way.
Yeah, that was a foreclosure. They were not the homeowner, but they were very upset for me taking pictures, and they threw a chair and hit the back of my car, but it didn't cause any dents or anything. But I got out of there with my life. I was like, I'd rather a chair than some bullets. It wasn't the nicest neighborhood,
They
guys.
think a
Nothing.
realtor's job is easy.
No,
It's
no.
not at all.
And then one time, there's a biker gang somewhere in Bushwick. I don't know what the address, but their clubhouse was one of the locations I had to evaluate. And
That sounds fun.
yeah, that was and the funny thing is they didn't throw anything at me, but they were about to. I don't know why they didn't chase me with it, but I got out of there, man. That was pretty interesting. Then I had somebody open my car and try to yank me out of the car.
No way.
Yeah, like because and that was a foreclosure actually, and I was like, whoa. So yeah, it's a very interesting job when you're evaluating people's properties for whatever reason. I even had a guy tell me like, yo, if you come back to my house, and this was an interior evaluation where I had to go in, if you come back here, I'm gonna kill you. So now when I do these things, I record
Really?
because people are crazy.
There's a funny story about a guy telling. We used to not in our company, but I heard of this one agent that worked at an office. Let's say the guy's name is Bobby,
Yeah.
right? I might be using his real name. Bobby used to cold call every single night vehemently this one seller who told him, absolutely don't call me. I'm going to kill you if you step foot on my property. Bobby, like clockwork, was an animal. Called him every single day. Told him I'm in front of your house. And one day the guy gave him a listing appointment. So never give up, even if the guy seems like a lunatic. You never give up.
Well, yeah,
You got to keep calling. You got to keep going to them and try to work out a deal.
that's different than when somebody losing their home and where they're gonna live.
Oh yeah,
with
for
no
sure.
money. That's totally different. But yeah, that situation. Yeah, you come across so many different type of like there isn't a picture perfect person of a homeowner, right? A homeowner could look like they have no money and own 5 homes, right? And then you could see somebody dressed nice to the T and they don't own a damn thing. So you can't size up a person and think you know what they have. You just have to do the research, do your due diligence, and make a connection to whoever the homeowner is, and if they want to buy or they want to sell.
Everything is on the internet now.
Yes, everything. It's a gift and a curse because now you got these buyers. Like I don't know if you know, like when we do open houses or whatever, and these buyers are so smart now. Oh my God, this house has been on this and this and this, and I'm like, whoa. And so now they're coming to their conclusion. They're like, yeah, we're gonna give you such a low offer because this house it's been on the market for X. Y. I said, yeah, because they're not taking your low offer, buddy.
Keep calling every single day. LOY, 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 LOY until they get sick and tired. And then Miami Beach sounds like a wonderful place.
Yeah, yeah. But
I
then,
asked them, are you guys ready for New Jersey, Miami? If I were to give you a magic number, a spicy number, a number that would blow you guys away, where would you and the wife go? Would you guys move to Lakewood? What's the goal for you guys? Suppose I got you the most magnificent offer.
so what's more important, the home or the buyer?
Um, my client. My client
No, no, no.
who
I'm not
gave
talking
me
about your
who gave
client.
me the
I don't
opportunity in
mean
the first
I don't
place
mean
is the most important person.
right. So that could be the home or the
That
right.
would be.
But I don't
It
mean
depends on the situation,
right.
but I would say the listing, the owner of the house who gave me the
That's what I'm saying.
listing,
That's what I'm saying.
they
Like
put their trust in me. I'm gonna hook them up, and they're gonna keep
that
doing it and
is
doing it and doing it because it's how it goes. Tell everybody the second I give you a full ass offer and I make you happy, please tell all of your friends. I appreciate that more than the one transaction. Spread the word around. I want to continue making money in this business for the next 100 years, God willing.
when you're selling a home, you're gonna go through 100 buyers, maybe thousands of buyers, right? But I don't mean in terms of the client per se, like personal, but selling someone home is super important, and you're gonna go through so many. So to list a home, you're gonna attract so much business. But when you represent a buyer, you're going up against thousands of buyers, but there's only one house. And especially like in this market where listings are, we need more listings or there's not enough listings, having a listing is super important. Super important because, like I said, the house can attract so many buyers. And so you want to be that listing agent. You want to hold on to that property and be the one selling it, marketing it.
And also finding the buyer. I mean, finding the buyer is like the second most important
No,
thing.
that's a
And
second.
and
But
we want to take
yeah,
care of our clients. Like we want to
yes, yes,
really we want to be investment brokers. We want to
right,
find people amazing deals. We want them to keep coming back. And I look at it like this where people need to sell. Like you'll buy a fix and flip, you fix it up, you need to sell. Even if you buy a multifamily to hold or a retail building, what's your strategy? Keep it for 10, 20 years, 30 years. You're going to need to sell regardless. Like real estate is about 1031 exchanging your money,
right,
keep
right,
growing your portfolio, go
right,
bigger, and people need to sell. So dealing with a client base where you understand what they want from you,
right.
our job is just to find them the deal, find them something where they can make money and we get paid in the process. If we make them happy, it's super simple. Trust me, they're willing to take care of us, and they're super nice. If we hook them up, they're willing to hook us up, and that's what I've seen, and that's what I want to continue doing and working with smart, cool people I could learn from.
And then also, there's a difference in working and selling an investor's home and selling a family home, right? Because an investor, they have a clock because 9 times out of 10, they used hard money to fund the renovation and to create this beautiful home that they allow you to list. So you don't have time. You have to kind of work that deal rather quickly,
In and out.
in and out,
Yeah.
because they're not, oh, you're going to lose their business, right? And when you're working with that kind of client, 9 times out of 10, they got 10 other homes. So the once you really start putting them in contract and getting them out of those deals and they start making money, you start making money, you can get all of their business.
We're pretty good at it. I mean,
Right. We
Nina
get a
brings
lot.
in a lot
Yes.
from
From
developers,
developers.
investors. She sells them amazing deals. So they're
Yes.
so happy with her that they'll literally bring us the most extravagant, beautiful homes. But we're delivering. I mean,
Right.
we're doing exactly as promised. Like we have 25 open houses on Sunday. I know companies that don't even have 25 listings. We have 25 open houses on
Right.
Sunday.
Right.
This Sunday.
And
So
not all of them are investors, right? But there's just, we have your traditional homeowners that have families that would sell. Like, it's just in this business, there's different types of listings that you get, they're not all renovations, they're not all family. You also have like homeowners that live out of New York that own properties here, and they're ready to sell them and not have to be stressed with tenants or whatever it is. We do a lot of different type of business here, and again, before you could do anything, time management is key to success because you can't you always have to bring in new business, but you have to nurture your old business. But how are you doing that if you're not managing your time, if you're not working with your team? It's, to me, I don't know, like Nina, we're her team, right? I don't know how you do real estate just where you're everything. There's probably somebody out there that does it, but that's wouldn't you think that's really like challenging to be like
It's tough. It's
to
tough.
to to, to be the broker, the agent, the everything all in one? You'll make money, but
No, in this company we share, thank God. Like me and Dexter, like
yeah.
Dexter's not here at the moment, but like me and Dexter, we do a lot of deals together. We always try to share. Like sometimes one person is good at bringing in leads, another person's good at signing it up. It's not about how much money you can make off one deal. Like if you can close 10, 15 properties, 20 properties in 1 year, and each of those properties are making a decent commission, you're walking away much happier than you would if you close two, three, or even 10 property or five properties by yourself,
Whether
spreading out the manpower.
manpower, whether you're have the listings or the buyers, as long as you are living the ABC life, always be closing, you're making six figures easy. But when you are holding on to one deal and you're stressing over one deal or stressing over one thing, it's preventing you from making.
Sex with furniture. Oh,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
interesting.
It's like when you multiply and you work with others, and you can accomplish so much more and you make so much more money. Who is that? King of Sanity. Sex with furniture at an open house is frowned upon.
Yeah, 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 yeah. No,
Yeah,
definitely
yeah,
frowned upon for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. We're not pushing that kind of realty. Um,
But I like the humor. The
yeah,
humor is
that's
nice.
funny. Yeah, but yeah. Also, you don't want to mess with your clients either. You gotta be
Respect
professional.
their furniture.
Exactly. Respect their house. Respect. Also, like when you have keys to someone's house and you're working with a team, you have to be very respectful. You have also, because if they get robbed because you're careless, you're gonna lose money.
No, they you lose respect for
And
yourself in the future.
yeah,
I mean, these people trust you with their
yeah.
most expensive
Expensive house.
thing in the world.
Yeah, and you
It's a very big thing. Like it to be a realtor, you people place a lot of trust in you, and that's why like we really sweat over doing our job the right way, and we want to deliver results that we promise, and it's very important. I mean, unless you are in it for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, we're in it for
but
life. Like me and
but
you, we're in
Robert,
it for
I'm not gonna
a
lie to
long
you though.
time. From
I've
New
been
York to Miami, we're in it.
I've been in some of these houses where the showers and bathrooms are like a spa. And yes, I would love to go there with my wife and have a great time, but I'm a professional, and that night of sin can cost me a good living, cost the company some money, and it's just not worth it. But when I tell you, some of these renovations are just, yeah, I was in this one, the bathroom. It didn't even have no tub. No, it was a straight sauna where it had jets everywhere. I just wanted to ask the homeowner, yo, can I just take a shower for a second? Because it was like I was in a spa. Like it was
No, some of
beautiful.
these houses
Some of
are
these houses
very,
are
very
very
nice
nice.
for
Like,
sure.
yeah, so the temptation to do
Dream
some,
houses.
yeah, the temptation to want to do some things. I feel you, King of
We're
Sanity, but
selling we're selling a
yeah,
couple of dream houses.
yeah.
A couple in Hewlett Harbor. We have one in Bed-Stuy, 267A Lewis Avenue, which is gorgeous. we're selling a lot of dream houses. We have a couple in Midwood. We have one right off of Ocean Parkway on Lancaster coming on the market on Monday, 28 Lancaster Street.
Well, hold on
Court.
before you continue. Listen, we're gonna be right back. We're gonna take a short break, um, and we'll finish these stories.
Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your girl, Chrissy, here to let you know that the Evening Rush Network now has an app. Yes, an app, you guys. So you can stay connected on the go and watch all your favorite podcast shows. You can download the app at Google Play Store or Apple iTunes. So spread the word. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Also, if you're looking to start a podcast and really don't know how, well, hit us up at the Evening Rush Network at gmail.com and inquire about time slots, pricings, and everything you may need to get started. We got you. Join the winning team, the Evening Rush Network. And also, download that app. What are you waiting for? Get to it.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, that was a real quick break. Oh man, we were just talking about some things we want to do with a shorty and in some of these houses we see. Woo!
No, he's right, 100%.
Yeah, you King of Sandy, you hit it on the head, but it's just not worth the price to pay when, and a lot of these homeowners have cameras too.
Be upfront with the sellers. Be upfront with them. A lot of these guys, they would let you do it if you ask. If you have a beautiful girl, you send them a picture first. They would happily let you do whatever you want to do. Be upfront.
You know why though, right?
I had an investor
why,
tell
right?
me I could take his Ferrari anytime. Just send him a picture of the date. If he approves, take his cars.
You know why though, right?
Yeah.
Because most of these people have cameras, so they're watching you. So they're watching you. They getting something out of it. It's like, yeah, all of these expensive, nice homes. You having conversations, they can hear you, they can see you. So they know when you're doing something you're not supposed to be doing. So it's not worth it. Don't even bother. But yeah, so you were talking about something about the listings that we have that we're working on that are so beautiful. What's the nicest home that you've sold that you like that you would have bought but you sold?
The one that I have in contract right now in Manhattan Beach. Gorgeous house. $3.1 million, 4125 Ocean Avenue. It's a gorgeous house in Manhattan Beach. 100 by 110 lot, and it's on the corner of Ocean Avenue, so prime location, walking distance to a shul. You have plants, trees, you have fig trees on the property. It's gorgeous. A swimming pool, but literally 10,000 square feet in New York, prime location. Like, that's a dream home to sell. Really just doing my dream properties. I'm getting to sell as a realtor. It's very cool. I would do this work for free if I needed to. No, but thank God I get paid for it. But I would do this stuff for free, like as a volunteer or a trainee, or even as a student or whatever, as an internship.
Right.
But we're doing those also. If you want to do something like that, come to our office.
Yeah, King of Sandy, man, hit us up. Let us know where are you located. Where is this homeless guy entering your garden, preventing you from selling your home? Hit us up. Let us know.
We'll sell the house. Look, if you're having problems, I mean, for whatever reason, I will get you top dollar. Let's sit down. Let me put an offer on your table. And at the end of the day, if you're interested, we'll shake hands. We'll do a deal. If not, no commitment, no obligation. We'll still remain friends. You know how it is.
Now, what I love about real estate is there's a dark side and a light side. And the dark side is when you go into a home and the ceiling is coming down and the house is disheveled and you got to wear like construction boots to go in. And then you come back a year later when it's renovated and you see like the kitchens and the rooms and like it's such a beautiful thing to witness the transition from ugly to classy. My house that I like is 190 over in Woodmere Harbor, 190 Curtis.
Yeah, Nina's like $9 million. Beautiful.
That home. Oh, it's on a cul-de-sac. I always wanted to live in a cul-de-sac. I love that home and the water in the back.
The privacy, the land.
Yes.
10,000 square feet.
Yeah, it's an amazing home. So I visit there quite frequently.
That's the spa that you were talking about. Ah, okay.
That's like wow. But being in real estate, if you love properties, if you love architecture, and see, I'm a bit older than you, so I remember like what the backsplashes used to be and how they changed to the way they do kitchens now. And there was a time where everything was room by room, and now everything is open floor plan.
Open concept.
Yeah,
I
open
love it.
concept,
Love it.
and just I love it too. It's just the way things change, and and if you go back to the 70s, they had like they had wallpaper and wood paneling, and it's just when you watch real estate over the time, it's amazing how like times have changed and how upscale was what things were considered upscale in the 70s to upscale today. But in order to be successful in real estate, how do you manage your time?
Um, Managing time. We all struggle with managing time. I mean,
Yeah,
sometimes there's a million things to do, but we try to do whatever can get done the fastest first.
yeah,
Whatever you try to knock things, at least I'm gonna tell you, I don't have a set system yet,
right.
but I try to knock whatever I could get done right out of the way. And then I'll try to sit down by myself over here in the basement, and I'll do everything that takes forever, and everything that takes a long time I'll try to do in the nighttime.
Yeah,
So there is absolutely no distraction, no phone calls. It's just me, like AirPods or something, and either putting up a crazy listing or writing up a description or any other, or doing numbers on a 77 unit building or something like that.
yeah.
When I'm at nighttime or by myself, or I'm sitting down and I have like 25 minutes by myself, I'll try to knock out the hard tasks. But the quickest things I do fast on my phone first, I guess.
All right. So my thing is like I have a wife and I have kids. I have kids that are into activities, and then also my wife is also into real estate. So we have to be strategic with our time because we also don't have like a nanny to watch our kids or whatever. So I take my kids on my open houses. I have them out passing flyers and working to bring potential
It's
buyers
the
to
best
come.
part about having
Right.
kids. I
So
would put them on the phone.
exactly. I'm trying to get them to do that too.
That is
So
trying to buy a property. Would you guys
yes,
sell? That would
yes,
be amazing.
exactly. Because you have to set time to do specific. You have to be very, in my opinion, you have to be very specific with your time. And so let's say from 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock, or maybe 6 o'clock, that's your time to call your the people that, let's say if you have some listings or you have buyers looking, check in. Hey, what's going on with you? How's things? Because the easiest way to lose business is to lose contact. And just because that they're working with you, it's real easy to focus on getting new business and losing sight of the business you have in hand. So we have to check in with homeowners. Hey, how you doing? How's everything going? How's the family? How's like we have to check in with our buyers, with our sellers. So you can, and it doesn't have to be every day, but at least in my opinion, once a week to make those calls. Every day from let's say 5 to 8, or even whatever amount of time you can make or create to call new business, you're doing that every day.
5 to 9 p.m. is the best time to cold call. Like literally this time
Right.
right now, we would be pounding away the phones. We literally do. Just we're doing a
Right.
podcast right now, but me and you would be sitting upstairs
Upstairs,
pounding away people,
getting it
cold
going.
calling, 100% prospecting and bringing in new business. I mean,
Right.
25 open houses. What's 30? We could do 30 also.
Right. But you also don't do that every day because you don't want to burn out.
I do it
Right.
every day.
Because
I do it
real
every single day. Me and Ray.
right,
Ray upstairs also.
yep,
Ray's a
Ray is
beast.
a beast. He's a robot, and he's really successful. So, but you can, but you don't. Like the easiest way to get burnt out is to overdo anything. So when I say time management, and this is what I was talking to Victor, I was saying to him, I was like, hey, what do you do for fun? Like, what do you do to step away from real estate, because real estate is 24 hours, it's 7 days a week. You could work every day and really accomplish your goals, because there is no real Sunday or Saturday or day off, because you could always generate business on a Sunday night. You could be at a function and walk away with 10 leads, right? Like you could meet
Yeah.
someone and schedule a whole bunch of meetings
I love
from
that
going
word,
to
function.
yes,
It's a,
yes.
we're always ready for
We're
a
always
meeting.
ready. Like you got your business cards, or you text your business cards, or every conversation can revolve around real estate. Because guess what? Every person in this world needs a place to live, right? So whether you're talking about buying, selling, or where are you living, right? If someone's graduating high school, they're looking to get out of their parents' house, rental, right? Or if they have money, they're buying, right? Or if you're married and you're not having a good marriage, and then guess what? You're probably selling the house and buying a new one, or getting an apartment, or whatever it is.
Getting
This,
divorced and
yeah,
splitting up the assets.
right,
That's why
right,
we were. I was told by people I trust and respect, prenup, prenup, prenup. But if anybody was not told prenup, you're being told by me. I was told by my elders, prenup, prenup, prenup.
right.
Is
And it,
that no good?
no, I mean, it's
Prenup,
just
prenup,
like
prenup.
you got to protect yourself at all times.
We
Also,
hustle too hard not to have a prenup.
right. And then also when people
Unless you
pass,
really love her.
when
Unless you really love her, you would give her half. I don't know. It depends. It depends. Depends. If I really fall in love, I don't mind giving half. You know?
I don't know. I just thank God I love my wife, but marriage is a journey, and every journey is different, right? And then you have when life is over and you have an estate and it needs to be settled, and sometimes the kids take over and they don't need to sell the property, but then sometimes they sell the property and divvy the assets. And so we play a part in that too. And simple conversations, no matter where you are, you can get into any of these type of conversations. Unfortunately, some situations can work for you and some situations can work against you. Like if you're listing a home for a happy couple that you assume is happy, and then they get a divorce and they don't want to list the home because he's keeping that home and she's moving to that home, and you're getting a thank you card. Sometimes, the cookie crumbles in many different ways. So, but that's why also part of time management, you can't get consumed on one deal, no matter how big it is or how small it is. And it's real easy to get caught up in the money, because we were selling a hotel. I had a buyer. You go and you just it didn't work out. So and trust me, I didn't spend all my time on dude. But if I did, it would hurt even more. You always have to keep moving forward, no matter what deals you're working on, and just always be at the next one. But time management, like I said, you still have to nurture the ones you have already.
You have to keep your pipeline full for sure. No, it's
Yeah,
100% true. Keep your
yeah,
pipeline full. Look, not every deal happens in this game. Because deals have to make sense. You know,
right,
sometimes sellers are not realistic. Like you can't
right,
come up with your own market price. You have to go based off market value. For selling a commercial building, what is the building renting out for? You have to have a realistic deal. Like your clients need to make money. And at some point, as a realtor, it's not so much about selling deals as about making your clients happy with good deals. Like at this
right.
point, I try not to send out nonsense. I try not to waste my clients'
Time.
time.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we want to sell everything in the world, but we know if we send our clients the right deal, then we will sell it because it's based off what they want. But
Right.
we're getting better and better doing that.
And
So
not
it's
only
pretty good.
that, what's the difference between us selling their home and them trying to sell their home on their own?
Oh, because they absolutely don't know what they're doing. I mean, we have a photographer, right? That's the first thing. It's the easiest thing. Photographer. We do drone shots, 3D tour, virtual staging. Sometimes you need actual staging. If we're selling a $9 million house and you're paying us a good commission, we're not cheap. We're going to professionally stage your house before we make a dollar because we're investing our money.
In our time.
And our time. Yeah, our time is worth more than the little money we put in. But that's an example. The photography, doing the open houses, having agents present, one to sign people in, the next one to take one client around, two clients around, taking a couple around the house, being there for private showings. Sometimes not every person is willing to come 12 to 2. If you have a bigger client, they're sending you their proof of funds. I will 100% do a private showing. I don't care how late it is. And you've also done private
Right,
showings at
right.
late times. We're willing to work. So
And not only that, we are members of the board of realtors, so we have access to millions of like agents and other people. When you're selling a home by yourself, you don't have access to any networks that we have. And then another thing too is what's the hardest part of the job is we have to screen and make sure that when you get an offer, it's a real offer, not fraudulent, not somebody, because somebody can tie you up in a contract that they could never execute, right? There's so much that goes into a deal that the average homeowner is not aware of. So when you're selling your home, the due diligence that it takes to make sure the process goes according to plan. And another thing too, sometimes the first offer could be the best offer,
absolutely.
but 9 times out of 10 it's not, right? So you have to be very patient, and we have to constantly, like you said, like nurture our sellers to be patient, because they're going to get what they want and then some. But if you're getting the first thing smoking in, that means you have something great to sell. Be patient, and you'll get probably double or more of what you asked for. Not double, but more, depending on the market. But if the market's hot like that, where
Instant.
instant,
Sometimes it's
yeah,
instant. People know what they want, especially if
yep,
you have a development site and you priced it well. Like I did 9 Menahan back in
yeah,
September. It was the right deal, 25 by 100 lot. The guy is putting up 9 units. He knew exactly what he wanted. Sometimes you price right. Your first offer is your best offer. It's
yeah,
full ask. You're closing all cash and you move on to the next. And you understand your client wants this type of property and you look for this type of property for them.
right. Now, King of Sandy, I'm gonna let you know something. I remember going to an open house, and the house was terrible, but it had two women in high heels and dressed a certain way, and my wife was watching me because she was like, what did we walk into? The women were just looking like they were trying to sell something more than a house. And let me tell you, if you have a great house, it don't matter if it's women in it or not in it, it's gonna sell. All that other stuff doesn't really, when you're getting people to invest in where they want to live, it doesn't matter how sexy women are, if they're in the home or whatever. That doesn't really work. It doesn't matter if the agent is smoking hot. That doesn't really work, because where you're gonna rest your head, or where these people are gonna buy, they're gonna invest in the home, and the home has to be hot like that woman or that person, right? Like it doesn't. You could wear $1 million suit. It's not gonna change the architecture or the house or the home and the vision for these homeowners that are going to buy a home. They're not going to, maybe it'll work with a car, but a home is such a huge purchase that sex doesn't necessarily dictate how you're going to move that property or list it. What do you say?
Yeah, I'm reading some of the comments this
Yeah,
guy
he's
wrote.
off the
I
chain.
think it's completely nonsensical. I mean, I think the guy's
Yeah.
whatever. Going past that, but I think yeah, I think what sells a house is the numbers. I
Mm-hmm.
think being friendly, nice helps. I don't think it has anything to do with sex or how you look, but I think just being friendly, nice, and having your facts. You
Yes.
need to know what taxes are. You need to know how many bedrooms are in the house, how many bathrooms. If you're
Yes.
selling a commercial property, how many units are in the property, what the DHCR is, if it's rent stabilized, having your facts on hand and making the process easy. Not necessarily how you look, the dress you put on, or if you're wearing a nice suit or a Rolex Submariner or a GMT. Nobody cares about the little differences or the little money that you show. They care about the facts. And
Mm-hmm.
if this deal is something that they will make money on, if their investment is going to appreciate, not depreciate. Nobody
Yes.
wants to buy garbage, even if you're selling them garbage out of a Lamborghini in a
Yep.
nice dress.
And that's
We're
another thing.
selling our clients good deals.
And that's another thing with time management. Don't waste your time. If you smell bull, move on.
100%.
Period. Period.
100%.
Period.
Yeah.
It's people will waste other agents, other everything. And I
Everything is
just
on Google.
right, right. Believe me, agents will take you for a ride too with something they can't deliver on. If you're trying to work with somebody else and they're not in your company and they just selling you, don't waste your time. People will give you the runaround, and that's another thing that home ownership, when you're trying to sell your own home, we protect you from getting the runaround with the bull. That's our job.
Yeah, we know what we're doing.
Right.
If we smell something
Right.
fishy, I will be the first one to tell you.
Yeah.
We like the long-term business, me and you,
Yes.
at the
Yes.
very least.
Right. And integrity is very smart. I mean, that's very smart, very important to me. So if I can't deliver on something because of my integrity, it's not worth my time. And that's part of the time management, knowing what you're worth and not settling for any garbage that's just like, if you're falling for the dream of something and in reality, it's not, like you said, the numbers. You have to pound the numbers, you have to know the numbers, you have to know all the information, all the data. So when someone comes to you with an offer or a deal, you don't even present it to you. You can't, because it's not worth your time. It's not worth your time. If somebody's selling a home for $1 million and then coming to you for 500,000, whatever, that's not a real offer. They're not even close to asking it. They're wasting your time. That's not a serious buyer. So you have to be aware of these things instead of wasting your time with you know bogus offers, and people say all these things, and you have to, like, somebody will send you a fake statement. You have to make sure
Yeah,
that
all the time.
like, all that's why I said before you present something to because you could present them a low offer if it's genuine, right? So you have to
100%.
do the due diligence to know, or otherwise that homeowner's going to fire you.
But 100%, you have to verify
Yeah.
proof of funds. You have to make sure the pre-approval is up to date. Like, this is our job as an agent, is to bring a deal that can close. Not only for us. I mean, we work on commission.
Right.
Obviously, we want to sell a deal that closes, but also for the homeowner. Sometimes most of the time, they make plans. They buy something else. Like, we
Yes.
have their life in our hands. So I'm
Yes.
very cautious. I always try to think, if it was my own family I was selling a house for, I try to be very, very careful and cautious, as if these people are literally my blood, and I wouldn't want them to make the wrong step, especially if they go out and place an offer on a house somewhere in New Jersey and
Right.
you sent them a garbage offer that the guy's looking to flip to an investor. It's We want to bring straight deals that will close, that people will be happy on, and we want to do like kosher business, like clean, good business.
And not only that, like I said, you never know what deal is going to bring you 10 other deals. So it doesn't matter if it's a big deal or a small deal. Every deal is important. It's all business. It's all above, you want to be above board, and whatever the commission is, the whole goal is to keep getting more commissions.
Yeah.
Not to maximize one commission to pay all your student loans off in one shot or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Once you get caught up on that, you get kind of greedy and you start maybe taking shortcuts or doing dumb, boneheaded things because you become desperate. Yeah. So, uh, anything else on time management?
Can we plug our new commercial properties that we
Go
have for
ahead. Yeah.
sale?
Let them know. Let the people know.
We have a 44 unit building in the Bronx for sale, $340,000 a unit. We just did a full rental building for the developer. We
Yeah.
rented one out. The one is for sale, 44 units, $15 million. We have a rent stabilized 27 unit building for 116,000 a unit. That building is going for a 6.57 cap rate. And we have a lot of like very, very nice deals. A six family in Canarsie for 925. A lot of good deals. A lot of good deals right now on the table. Things that people could make money on. So if you guys are interested, like please call Chris, please call me, please call Nina.
Yeah.
Let's make you money. The second you guys review these deals, you're gonna see what our company's about. Like we're pretty good. That's why people come to us. I mean, our doors are always full.
Right. And also, you can find us, Chris and Nina Real Estate Podcast on IG. Also, my number, you can reach me at 516-506-3284. Where can it reach you, Robert?
347-908-7623, or on Instagram, Robert_is_Bouse, Bous.
Also, we could both be reached at 855-305 deal. So if you want to be on the show, if you're an agent, if you're an investor and you want to come on and speak about your experience, yes, please also hit us at Chris and Nina Real Estate Podcast on IG as well. Yeah, I think we about covered everything, right? Is there anything else you want to say to the people?
I want to tell the people thank you for watching. We are very grateful, and we are open to meeting you guys and kind of like striking a relationship. Like I'm all about striking relationships with people. Let's see how we can help each other out. Like maybe I have a buyer for you on your deals. Like I work with a ton of private equity guys. LA to Cali guys who do like very big deals. I work with big guys in New York. I have a wealth managing director of JP Morgan on speed dial. I mean, like a lot of people. So maybe you guys have a seller that I need to help you guys with. Maybe you have a buyer that I can bring to you, or whatever it is. Let's take this from just internet to let's sit down, have a cup of coffee, take a shot, and really have a meeting and vibe and talk, and let's move forward and make each other money.
Yes, let's do that. All right. So with that, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. Good night.